Our amplifier wiring is done. What we have coming out of here is the sub wire, the power, ground, and remote. And then the speaker wires with the remote looping around into some Stinger speed wire. And then over here we went out to our 6 RCAs. Do underneath the hood?
The wire coming to this side, we make a mount that's a 1/4 inch. This is gonna sit right here.
Oh, cool.
Yep, but first, let me take a selfie.
Wow, so they got all kinds of covers over this thing.
Yes, exactly. So this one goes here. He only got one.
Boy, this must be fun when you need to jumpstart this car.
I know, right? Goes here, and we have our mount.
Fuse holder's in, the amp is in, the wires are behind the radio, so we're all good there. There's 2 things we have left, well, there's 3 things we have left to do. Fernando's gonna run to the back of the car and run forward the backup camera. I'm going to go into the car and take all the T-taps out that are in there and fix all those so that those are all good. And then we have to put the sub in the enclosure, which is really cool. So those are the 3 things we have left to do before we can put it back together and listen to it. And the clock is ticking. We have these guys right here, which are the T-taps that are on this. We got that connector, plug that into there, run that up into the dash. And then up here in the dash, you can see that guy right there. He wants us to pull that one out and hardwire it in. And then we still have the 2 that are located here behind the radio. When you pull those things off, what you want to do is make sure that there aren't any, like when you pull them off, check for cut wires. If there's cut wires, then you want to strip it back, put a little bit of solder on there to solder it all back together. A lot of the times you're okay. Most of the times why these don't work is because the wires are too thin and it's not getting in and making contact. It spreads apart. They're just a crappy way to do it. Supposedly T-tap stands for temporary tap. Don't use T-taps unless it's a temporary thing. If you want it to be permanent, make it a permanent connection. In this case, the wire is so thin that it barely is even making contact. Like you can almost, like there's a dot of copper that's showing through here. It's a good thing. So all we have to do with these is tape these back up and then retape this harness. Taps are out. We have the plug plugged in. The one is gone back there. We have the harness behind the radio all taped back up. So all that nonsense is out. That's good. Now what we're going to do is we have this box right here. That one, put his woofer in it. So we have this guy right here. This is one of those corner mount boxes. This is a really cool box. Somebody definitely, this is a pre-made, but it's a stack fab pre-made. So as you can see, somebody stack fab this whole box. You can tell back here by the pyramid-like shape, put a Mitsubishi logo right over here in the car. Nice box. I have no idea who makes it though, because they have a really bad logo in the box. But if you recognize it, check them out. We'll get the speaker cup off so we can solder some wires in. They might glue it in. All right, never mind. We won't take it out because it looks like it's glued in. Solder it from the front here. Let me go grab the woofer. Subwoofer in this is the new RW10D4. That's a dual 4-ohm voice coil. We need this to be 2 ohm for the amplifier, so we're gonna wire up our box with 2 sets of leads. So we can come over here to go to the positives, we can come over here and go to the negatives. Essentially what we're gonna do is take 2 wires and they're gonna attach to the terminals like this and then come off into these terminals. So we have 2 leads, we're gonna connect those to our speakers, positive, negative, and I'll get this thing screwed in. All right, so now what we need to do is connect our wires up. Alpine does give you jumpers that you can jump, so you only have to run 1 set of leads over here. I prefer to run 2. It's only a little bit more work, and I feel it looks and performs just a little bit better. I don't always have the greatest of luck with those jumpers. Now we're also gonna be adding a grill to it. Alpine does offer a grill for their woofers. It's a really nice grill, and they're for S-type or ARC, and inside, they give you screws and logos depending on which sub you're hooking it up to. Make sure when you put it in, the indentation for the grill is here, so make sure you put it on the bottom. And then it comes with these guys here. They're gonna have 10s, 12s, whatever marked on the side of them. One is clear and one is black. According to the instructions here, black is for R type, clear is for S type. And what they're designed to do is go into these holes on the woofer, and it's going to hold the woofer in place and also hold the grill in place. Let's go get this into the car. Sub wire is right here. Put some ferrules on it, color coded it. It'll reach where we need it to. Instructions would have been really cool, but apparently it just goes all the way to the floor. Alright, well if you paid extra for the Mitsubishi logo, that was probably a waste, because the way this is going to sit in here, you're really not going to see it. It's in, it's good. So if we haven't stressed it enough, the one thing you always want to check, in any car, anytime replacing speakers, add an amp, doesn't matter, test your polarity. Make sure all the speakers are moving in the right direction. So we just found out we had the driver's door out of polarity. That's why we always do these tests. These things happen. Remember, there's a lot of connections between that speaker and that amplifier. Lots of places to screw up. Don't think you're perfect. All right, we got greens, we're good. What we're doing now is we're playing negative 5 dBs at 1000 hertz on the radio up front. And what we're looking for, as you just saw, was that blue light. Turn it up until that blue light comes on. Red light's bad, dial it down. Blue light comes on, and boom, it's off. Do the same to the rear. On, and then we'll just, okay. Playing track 9, sub. All right, there we go. If you want it boomier, turn up your bass EQ. All right, so the gains are set all across the board. We have the crossover points where we wanted them on front, rear, sub. We did a little listen, so we have it tuned the way we want it. It's killing it for sure. You liking it?
Yeah, I like it.
Sounds way better than it did when it showed up this morning.
Way better.
I don't know what was wrong with these things this morning, but it's amazing what a little roadkill and some fast rings can do to improve the sound.
And a good tune.
And a big amp. Big amp helps too. This is all set. For all you guys with Mitsubishis out there, we hope you enjoyed this. For all you guys that don't have Mitsubishis, we hope you still enjoyed it. Have a nice night. Fernando.
On to the next one.
Bye.